Hello, welcome to Channel 24. Today I have a very special guest in the studio with me. It's Eleni Davis from the Arkansas State University Center for Community Engagement. But Eleni, we're here talking about something completely different from, I guess, your employment. We're here talking about the Jonesboro Study Circles Innovations Project, correct?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Now, Eleni, what is the Jonesboro Study Circles Innovations Project?
Well, the Jonesboro Study Circles Innovations Project, it started with a grant that City Youth Ministries was given through the Arkansas Out of School Network. And basically the whole point of the project is to get community members together to talk about ways to create safe environments for our youth, create enriching environments for our youth. We want to create environments where our youth can come and have big ideas and grow and learn and all those things. And so overall, our goal is to get together small groups of people from the community. We want to get very diverse groups as well. Mm-hmm. And it's an 8 to 10 hour commitment across 2 weeks.
Now, this is this project. It's really focused on kind of the after school portion of the kids' environment, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Kind of like you said, we're getting together, and the topic that we're talking about is after school time or out of school time for our students. We don't want to get that confused. It's not just about when students are after school, as far as like the after 3 o'clock, but it's anytime before school, on weekends, anytime when students aren't in school, when they aren't in the classroom. We want to help create times that are enriching and safe. And so, it's not necessarily after school time, but just anytime when students aren't in school.
So what's the end goal of this project? You have these study groups coming up where you're going to get together and discuss certain topics, but when it's all said and done, what is the end goal of this project?
Well, in the end, like I said, there will be 8 hours where these groups will come together and they'll discuss these issues and all of that. But at the end, the project, we want to have a few plans. Each group will come up with their own action plan. Mm-hmm. And then at the end, we'll have an action forum. And that's where each group can come together. They can discuss their ideas. And we want to come up with a comprehensive action plan that represents the ideas and the thoughts and the suggestions of everyone in the community.
Sure. And
then this action plan come together and we can present it to the Jonesboro 2030 project, mm-hmm. or different people in the community, some people at ASU. There's money out there. There are people out there that want to help, but we need a foundation. And so hopefully this will serve as a foundation for those people who have the expertise and who have the abilities to make things happen. Jonesboro, the citizens of Jonesboro can get their ideas into their hands.
Perfect.
And hopefully make some changes.
How did you get involved with this project?
Well, actually, like you said earlier, I work for the Center for Community Engagement. I'm a team member there, and we wanted to be involved. We work with a lot of community programs, and we really wanted to be involved in this. We heard about it through Renell, I think, and so it was actually a fluke. It was coincidence. One of our team members wasn't able to be there, and he was like, well, can you go? And I'm like, oh, sure, I'll make it. I don't even know what this is. But and so I went to the meeting, and we did like a mock study circle, a mock group meeting of how the groups will be when the community members actually get together. And I thought, this is perfect. The city of Jonesboro could really use this. And I saw how there were people from everywhere there. State Representative Butch Wilkins was there. We had Dr. Coleman. All these people were there, and they different from different aspects, from different places in the community. Mm-hmm. But the conversation that, evolved was so rich, and it was so direct, it was directed towards a point, and I saw how this could really make an impact in Jonesboro. And so shortly after, I was approached with helping to coordinate this project, and
you just mentioned that you're a coordinator now. You're one of 2 coordinators.
Right.
What is that role for this project as a coordinator? What is your role with this?
As you said, I am one of 2 coordinators, along with Marilyn Copeland. And basically, we help rally just some core community members together to actually get this project rolling. And so we have a lot of people that we're working with, that just people who know people, who are out in the community, can get people involved.
So you're actually the feet on the ground.
Exactly.
Yeah. All right. Now, and we're speaking specifically about 3 upcoming events, right? It's 3 of these study circles that you guys are putting on. The first being on August 28th. That's this month in 2012. Tell me about this first, this Group 1 study circle. What, just tell me in general about the study circle.
Okay, like you said, it's going to be on August 28th, and this is really our group for our youth. The more we started to plan this project, the more we started to think about it. We're creating programs for the youth. We're creating, environments for our youth. And so we want them to have a part and we want them to be involved in planning this. And so this group is really for youth ages 12 and up. So even as old as 18, 21.
Sure.
And like you said, it's going to be on August 28th. It'll be at City Youth Ministries. And
you said again, this is 8 to 10 hours across 2 weeks,
right? And so ideally, they'll meet on the 28th for 2 hours, and then beyond that point, the group can come together and say, okay, we want to meet. If this is on a Tuesday, we want to meet this coming up Thursday for 3 more hours, and so now they have 3 more hours left, and so they can. So it's kind of flexible beyond this first date.
Sure. So this is more of like a kickoff.
Right. Exactly. A kickoff,
okay.
And then you have the flexibility along with your group to come up with times to meet within a 2 or 3 week span. To really get these hours in and get this discussion going and get it rolling along. So.
Okay. And then you have a second group meeting, which is this is for the general public.
Right.
It's on September 29th. Tell me about this one.
Okay, this one will also be at City Youth, and like you said, it's on September the 29th. It's starting a little later, but we're inviting anyone to come. City officials, teachers, stay-at-home moms. That's the beauty of this project. That's one thing I fell in love with this project about, is because it's not about just those that are in high office or, those instructors or those teachers or faculty. No, anyone. If you have a voice, if you have an opinion, you're invited to come. And we're hoping that this one study circle group is not enough, that we'll have to have small groups all throughout the city or all throughout City Youth. And so, but yeah, this is just a general group meeting.
Okay. And then you have you're offering a third one on September 13th. This one's going to be really focused around the Hispanic community in Jonesboro, correct?
Right. Yes, like you said, it'll be on September the 13th. And we've been fortunate enough to work with Gina Gomez. She's great, with the Hispanic Community Center. And basically, as you know, the Hispanic community is expanding in Jonesboro, very important part of our community. And so we're hoping to have translators if needed. And anyone can come to this meeting as well, but this is especially targeted towards the Hispanic community.
Right. This is the resource.
Exactly. And so.
Okay. Now, obviously, this project just doesn't come together overnight. You guys have done an exceptional job getting it to the point that it's at, but you've also had a lot of help from
definitely
very, I guess, profound members of the community.
Right.
Kind of just tell me who else is involved with this project.
As I said earlier, the project or the grant for this project kind of came through City Youth Ministry. So Renell Woods has been a very important part, a very important member in putting this project together. He's also one of the aldermen here in Jonesboro. Marilyn Copeland, she works with Mid-South, and she works with so many community projects as well. She's been a major part of this project. Dr. Coleman, he's a reverend. He's also one of the aldermen. He's been a major part. Representative Butch Wilkins, a lot of support from him. And we've even had... the mayor has even given us a lot of support. He's allowed us to go into the ward meetings that took place a few months ago and really just speak to the community members. And he's been so great with that and allowing us to just really be a part of the community and come out into the community. Assistant Superintendent, Mr. Cobbs, he's big part.
So
Mary Ellen Warner, a lot of people.
You have a huge,
right.
I guess more of a very encompassed group of people that are well-rounded in many different aspects. And that's great to have. I think this is going to be a hugely successful project. I certainly would encourage everybody to go out and participate in these study circles. This is obviously something that Jonesboro has a need for. It's making sure that our kids are enriched even when they're outside of school. They're in a positive environment. It's only going to make our community better and make our people better. So again, take the opportunity. You have 3 opportunities to get involved: August 28th, September 13th, and September 29th. And for more information, who they contact?
For more information, just general information about study circles, you can give me an email, edavis@astate.edu. And if you want to register for one of the study circles, please call City Youth Ministries. They'll be able to assist you with that. The number is 870-932-9398.
Okay. All right. Well, Eleni, thank you so much for sitting in with us.
Well, thank you.
This sounds like an amazing project, and I just thank you for taking your personal time to deal with these issues that we have in Jonesboro, and actually trying to make a positive impact.
Well, thank you for your time. Thank you for
Absolutely.
allowing me to do this.
And thank you guys for watching Channel 24.